Melody and rhythm, the essence of music. You can make it yourself, or you can buy it on records or tapes after it passes through an electronic maze like this. All the gadgetry packed into this modern console is designed to do just one thing: record the sound made in that room. This studio will accommodate a large group of musicians, but in this case, the orchestra comes wrapped up inside this box. This is called a CMI, computerized musical instrument, a device that can reproduce and play back any sound or rhythm which has been programmed into its memory bank. For instance, the computer can duplicate the sound of a violin and enable you to reproduce its tone with any notes you choose. You can even see what the sound wave form of a violin looks like. And you can push another button and reproduce the sight and sound of a trumpet. With a CMI, a composer can choose any combination of instruments he desires, program their notes into the computer, and be able to hear his composition played by, say, a string quartet or a large group. To give you some idea of how the process works, let me punch up an orchestra on the CMI. Now, with a light pen, I'm first going to lay down a rhythm track. First, the kick drum, and then the snare. Finally, I'll add the rest of the orchestra, which has already been programmed. That's the title theme music for our show, composed by Henry Mancini. Making music with computers like this may seem to spell the end of the line for human musicians. Not so. The computer, after all, is just a new instrument to learn how to play. And musicians everywhere love to play new instruments. The computer, however, is but one in a startling array of innovations. In France, laser beams have been transformed into visual music by Bernard Sagener. To play the light rays, he interrupts the beams at precise positions. Other controls provide subtle variations in the artist's compositions. Sagener calls his instrument a laser harp. There are only two of them in the world, and Sagener made both of them. The inventive virtuosity displayed in the development of new instruments is not limited to musicians. In his Los Angeles studio, sculptor George Landry set out to create the world's largest stringed musical instrument. For Landry, the project is the realization of a dream, a giant-sized musical instrument that can be played by groups or individuals from inside. When completed, it will be almost 50 feet high and 16 feet across. To complete the work, Landry called upon composer Michael Stearns. As a sculptor, Landry was expert in executing the physical shape of the instrument. but the special skills of a composer like Stearns were required to create the sound of what they call the lyra, a symbolic reference to an ancient Greek myth. Costumed and choreographed, the performance demonstrates the full theatrical potential of Landry's creation. The lyra's 156 strings produce a unique sound which is augmented in performance by electronic synthesizers.